We're here today to talk about the Insta360 Ace Pro 2, the latest iteration of Insta360's action cameras. And I'm Ron Brown, and welcome into Ron Brown's YouTube channel. I don't have a fancy name. We cover a lot of action cameras, small cameras, pocket cameras, drones, and so on. Anything kind of a small content creator needs to, get a YouTube channel going, run kind of a small business, but we get right to the point here. We just kind of got this in for review recently. Of course, the middle of the winter here, the weather's been bad, so I haven't been able to get outside too much, but I did get a chance to get out last week on a decent evening, and I know this camera, it kind of hangs its hat on being kind of the king of low light in the action cameras. So we went we went straight to the to the meat of the matter here, and took it out for a low light test. I got out we went down to the beach. It was this Christmas tree that was, it's hard to explain, but they put Christmas trees on a beach in Ocean City, New Jersey, and they converted this one to eagle green for the Super Bowl. So we were there to kind of see the Super Bowl tree. But we got there, the sun had just set. So I had just gone below the horizon. We had a lot of, afterglow at first. I got a video of how it looks, just in the afterglow of the sunset. And then we went to, we stopped for a while and went to another level where the afterglow had, mostly gone away. And, so you can see the differences in kind of, a lot of afterglow light and then less. And I don't think it was never, even when I finished the video, it was never a point where it was completely dark. So we always had a little bit of afterglow from the, the sunset in the background. So that's the parameters for the test here. And we shot in 4K 30 in like whatever the standard mode's called here. I'm getting all the jargon down. And the first part of the video, where we have a lot of afterglow, it's in the standard mode, and that's 4K 30. This camera has no 10-bit color. So that's standard 8-bit color. And this wasn't a log video. It has like this own log, iLog, I forget what it's called, but this wasn't that. This was the standard. And when we got darker, the second part of the video where it's much darker, we put in PureVideo. That's this drone's that's what the night mode is called, PureVideo. So that's kind of the parameters here. Like I said, basic, everything was auto. I didn't really adjust, anything like exposure or sharpness or contrast or outside. It said the shutter outside, putting on 4K 30, and then changing between regular video and 4K. So yeah, and this again has a log, but I mean it doesn't have 10-bit color, so there's not a whole lot put to the log. I guess you could still shift the colors around a lot, but you have to be real careful when you're editing 8-bit color. There's not a whole lot of room to play with moving things around. So probably going to shoot this mostly. I'm probably not going to use log much, or if at all, on this video here. So yeah. So, and I had this just on like a handheld. I think I use a GoPro handle for it, and I don't have the magnetic clamps on here, but I didn't really record the audio. I mean, it was a couple bits of me saying stuff in the video. It didn't make any sense. I just kind of wiped the audio. Maybe I'll do a little voiceover to help the video along here, so I didn't really record any video of any use. I'd say that this supposedly is pretty good outdoors because it has that wind. I'm going to call it that wind deflector here, where most action cameras, they pick up all the wind going to the speaker and usually creates that whistle and that noise nobody likes to hear. But supposedly this is, pretty good at eliminating that. We'll try that in a future video where, I'm kind of narrating a little bit, so you'll be able to hear how it goes. And I've actually used this. I've snuck this in a couple of product review videos as the video, as a camera I've mentioned in there, and the audio seems good inside, but almost they all seem good inside. So yeah. So without further ado, let's roll that video clip. Okay, just starting out here, we're in regular mode on the Insta360 Ace Pro 2. We're not in PureVideo yet. This is regular mode, and of course this camera, this is 4K 30 frames per second. And the sun is already below the horizon. It's doing a pretty good job right now. I don't see a lot of digital noise yet, so I kind of like the looks of this at this point. It's a lot of afterglow in the skies back there. We're approaching the Christmas tree in the beach here, and shortly you will get a surprise. But as I said, still got a lot of good afterglow, and I like the looks of the not only the exposure, but the colors and everything too. And I'm testing the image stabilization out at this point in low light, and even in a low light setting, the stabilization still seems to be good as I'm kind of doing a manual orbit around here with my legs. So again, stabilization is still good. Look how good the tree looks there, kind of backlit, by the sun. Okay, the camera is able to do a real good job with the colors here in the sky as the sun is setting here. Okay, at this point we have changed to PureVideo mode, still 4K 30. This is the night mode for the Ace Pro 2. So we're walking back up the same dune ramp as we did before. You can see how much darker it is now, even though there's still some afterglow in the sky on what I would call the right part of the screen here. And here you see the lights have come on, the green lights, and here comes a TV reporter, and we're going back down the beach again, led by the trail of green lights, and you can see now the Insta360 is having Ace Pro 2 is having much more trouble with the low light. You see the pixelation, the digital noise. It's really struggling now. As I turn here, still doing a good job of capturing that afterglow. It's a little bit better now, but again, we still have a lot of pixelation here. Um, in this PureVideo, we just don't have enough low light here. Maybe if we had a external light source, that would help. We should get that truck to shine its lights down the path, huh? So yeah, this isn't bad, and no complaints. Certainly better than a GoPro or something like that, but it still isn't the low light beast that maybe some have talked it up to be. And of course, this is videos unedited, of course, in any way, just straight from the memory card to the computer here. Now, if I would apply some, digital noise reduction filters, of course, I could, get this looking a lot better. How good I could get it working, I don't quite know, but I definitely could improve it with some noise filters. So overall, pretty good. And this is why this is green. This is for the Philadelphia Eagles, which that's their team colors, green. The Super Bowl's coming up in just a couple days after I make this video, so they converted this Christmas tree on the beach to an Eagles tree. Fly Eagles fly. In this clip, I try to use the 2x mode while I'm using pure video. That's the night video. And you can see that it really pixelates it now. I don't think the low light's any worse, but it's really pixelated in the 2x mode right here. Okay, Ron, back. That was my, first test. When I say test flight, it's not a drone here. Test walk. I would call it test flight. That sounds better. Test flight with the Ace Pro 2 in low light conditions. Let me know what you thought down below in the comments. I know a lot of people are thinking about getting this. That they're going to shoot in the dark at nighttime or whatever. But and again, my limited testing and very limited testing, I'm going to say I really didn't do much better than my iPhone 16 Pro. So I mean, if you're only buying it for low light and you have like an iPhone 16 Pro or whatever the top line Android is, you may want to consider just use that instead. I mean, except if you need the ruggedness of an action camera, your phone, you can't. Well, yeah, they are waterproof now, but they're just not as rugged. You can't drop them and be as, careless with them as you can these action cameras. These things are real rugged, where the phone is semi-rugged, and semi-waterproof compared to this action camera. But otherwise, like, if you're just walking around mounting one like a little handheld stick in a safe environment, you may get just as good as results out of the iPhone 16 Pro or close as you do, with this guy here, and also the DJI Action 5 Pro. I'll eventually do a head-up test between the two of them to see which one's better in low light. But, this maybe is slightly better than the Action 5 Pro. But if you already have the Action 5 Pro and you think you're going to get a big improvement by getting this, you want to shoot at night or whatever, you probably should just save your money here. And maybe try this eventually in complete darkness. But, I mean, you saw all the digital noise came in during the with the semi, with that still a little bit of sun up, so it's going to be even worse in complete darkness. Now, of course, if you, this video is totally unedited. I didn't do anything in the editor. I didn't change exposure, shadows. I didn't mess with anything. This is like straight off the memory card. But if you were making a video that you were going to put a video together to tell a story, you would probably get it in your editor, and you could bring in a noise reduction filter, and you could probably tone that digital noise down. How much? I'm not sure. I will try eventually. I'll take that same video and kind of tone it down and see, with a noise reduction filter, see how much I can get it down. But I mean, I think it could look a little better, but I don't think it's going to be like night and day better. But we'll try it. So again, that's it. If you got anything on this video, please give me a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel if you're not already a member, ring the bell so you know when I put more videos up on the Ace Pro 2 and other stuff. And I will leave affiliate links down below if you'd like to purchase the Ace Pro 2. It is available now, even from, of course, Insta360 themselves, but also from Amazon. If you live in the U.S., you can order from Amazon for your Prime. You can get a 2-day free shipping on this. I believe this is $3.99, but if you get the 2 battery bundle, it's $4.19. So again, for a long time, it wasn't available on Amazon or the other sources. And even if you order from Insta360, there's a big delay of like almost a month. But that's all over now. You can get it, as fast as you can anything else right now. So, okay. So I'll be back. More videos on this coming soon on this channel. And I will also put a link up here to my kind of unboxing and first look at this camera. So don't go anywhere. Click that link and watch that video too.